Hey, I'm Alexandria and welcome back to Stay Dumb, the YouTube channel. Today I want to get into The Color Purple and the promotional tour run that they've been on. Let's talk about it. So I don't know about you or who you're following on social media, but I do follow Oprah, Taraji, and Fantasia, and I want to say that it's been so amazing to watch their social media posts because it seems like every day it is nonstop Color Purple. I mean, every single day. There's a new photo, a new interview that they're on, whether together or separately as a cast. But they've been highlighting and doing such a phenomenal job with promoting this tour. And I think we can also just look at some key takeaways that you as a business owner can follow, because this is coming from a public relations standpoint, okay? Yeah, I know I'm in PR. Currently, I'm in nonprofit PR, and I've done nonprofit, beauty, military, and all of that. So I'm kind of looking at this. I'm looking at this entertainment industry, and I wanted to just highlight The Color Purple and the fabulous job that they've been doing. When we look back almost 8 months ago, back in April, we seen on Oprah's Instagram page where she takes a picture with a few of the cast members and basically letting us know as the audience that, hey, Color Purple is coming soon. It's coming to a theater near you. I'm about to go in and promote these ladies, but I'm just letting you know right now. So that was at the end of April. When we go into May, we then see Oprah post on her social media page a trailer of Color Purple, which was really amazing because then that's when news outlets began to pick it up. I think I remember hearing it on The Breakfast Club where they did an announcement on it during one of their segments. So again, we see this rollout happening almost 8 months ago of them promoting this film. So that's how important it is to make your announcements with your business. Sometimes you have to roll this out a year prior or 8 months or whatever. So with them, again, this is just what I recall looking through Oprah's Instagram page. It was almost about an 8-month duration. And then also in May, Oprah let us know, hey, I want to see you wearing the color purple to the theaters when this dropped. And I like to think that Oprah kind of got in her Beyonce bag during this time, because when the Renaissance tour dropped and when Beyonce released her album, so many people was wearing silver and cowgirl boots and all of these really outlandish outfits, which were really beautiful. But we got to see people really tap in with Beyonce through that color scheme. And I think that's what Oprah did too with this film. I mean, it also helps that it's called The Color Purple, but being able to tell people, I want to see you wear purple. And not only did she tell us that she wanted us to wear purple, but Oprah was wearing purple all throughout this entire year almost. Anytime you've seen her on a red carpet or when she was doing interviews, she really had this monochromatic look, and she's really been styled that way. And I think it's strategic around that color thing because it let us subconsciously know we need to go watch this film, where it's, slowly it's being embedded in our brains. Purple, purple, purple. That's all we're seeing. And not only is she wearing it, but also the cast members. So that also helps, especially if you are following those ladies. Now, you may not have been, I don't know. But again, I was following at least 3 of them from the movie. In addition, Oprah comes from the journalism world. She spent decades as a journalist, as a talk show host. So there are so many full circle moments that's happening for her, like Sherri Shepherd. We got to see a photo of Sherri being in the audience at one point with Oprah, and then that full circle moment happening where now Oprah is being interviewed by Sherri Shepherd. So those things, even though they may seem so subtle, but it's all of it. All of that helps for this movie. It helps people to go and see it and go watch it. Now, even though Oprah played in the original film, I don't believe she has a role in the movie. I mean, she may, I don't know, but we know that she produced it. While that's great, it also helps when you have a star-studded cast. So a lot of times, like when you think of like a Mission Impossible movie, the only person we're thinking about in that film is Tom Cruise or whatever his name is. So that's the person that we're looking to interview, majority of the time, because he's the face of it. Oprah, again, isn't the face of this movie this time. However, she has a cast that has done phenomenally well in their own right. So you have Taraji, who's playing Suge Avery. And Taraji, you know, she has multiple films under her belt. In addition, she can sing. And she also has a mental health organization. And she also has a hair care line. So wherever you are tapped into Taraji, you're more than likely will support it. Fantasia, who's playing Celie in the movie. Fantasia already has an amazing musical career. She comes from American Idol, or at least that's where I recall seeing her at, and been a fan of hers since then. But I think this film is going to take her over the top, especially because, you know, it's an adaptation, it's a musical, and we're getting to see her in this different way. So shout out to Fantasia. Also, she is a part of Sigma Gamma Rho sorority, which those ladies I'm sure will support her because Fantasia has been showing out with the colors. I'm also a poodle. So, you know, she's been showing out there as well. So shout out to Oprah with, if she had any part in this, but, you know, developing such a strong cast of people who already have their own audiences. And so again, that's also important with whatever you're rolling out. If you are a young business owner, finding somebody who has an audience. If you think about like brand influencers or social media ambassadors, in a sense, if you are a brand influencer or a social media ambassador for a company, that's kind of what the cast is. They are the ambassadors, so to speak. So Oprah doesn't have to do all of the talking. She can go send Taraji out, or, you know, Fantasia can go out, or Holly, or whoever else is from the cast. They can go out and talk about it. That helps bring in revenue for the film. Again, great job with their promo tour. Like I said, she made this announcement 8 months ago. And for the past 2 months, The Color Purple has really revved up their promotion. Sitting in different interviews, like I said, full circle moments happening with Sherry Shepherd, and then also another full circle moment happening with The View, and being able to reconnect with Whoopi Goldberg, who played the original Celie in The Color Purple. So having those moments always, it just adds so much more fuel to it. You know, we'll see what the data says as far as the numbers behind the film, but I hope it does do well, especially because you just have such amazing Black women who are in this movie, and Black men as well. So I'm excited to see what those numbers look like. Kind of went back to them doing, you know, like I said, 8 months of promotion. And sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes it could take a year of you promoting. Sometimes it could take maybe 2 months. It just depends on whatever it is that you're looking to announce and release. So I do want to get into the takeaways that I, you know, personally took away from The Color Purple and this promotional tour that can help you out there who's listening as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur who's getting ready to release some things, especially in 2024. Let's get into it. You have to have a plan. You have to make a strategy. So again, with Oprah, like I said, she made this announcement 8 months ago. We seen this 8 months ago on her Instagram page. You yourself as a small business owner, you need to make a plan. You need to have a strategy. So if you are a filmmaker, if you are an author who's getting ready to release something, if you have an event coming up, at minimum, give yourself at least 3 months to promote, at minimum. Like I said, Oprah did 8 and probably well over a year, because I think she's been talking about that even prior to 2023. But for you, I say at minimum, at least 3 months. And that can start off with you making the announcement. If there's a certain color scheme, you know, that's a part of your rollout or that you want people to wear, that's also great to announce. So it just depends on whatever the thing is. If it's a book release, maybe you want people to show up in a certain outfit at your book release or your book promo tour. My second takeaway is have a budget. Now, again, you're talking about Oprah dollars. The woman got money. She's a billionaire. So her promo tour and the cost around that is going to look highly different probably from yours. I think there was an instance where Fantasia missed her flight or couldn't make it or almost didn't make it. And Oprah was like, oh, just take my private jet. You know what I mean? So you're talking about dollars that stretch farther, right? So maybe as a small business owner, maybe you don't have that type of budget. That's okay. You can still promote. And social media is free. Right now, we are all fighting for attention. Everybody's fighting for your attention. Every time you log on to social media, there's different ads. Whatever you're doing, people are fighting for your attention. And you're also going to be fighting for people's attention when you're rolling out your huge announcement for 2024. Make sure you're on social media. That might look like three to four posts a day. And I know that's a lot, but you have to continuously get in front of their eyes. You want your audience to shift to you. With movie theaters, some people say that it's dying, especially post-COVID, because you had Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and all of these other apps that kind of went up because people are at home. There are some people who still I want to go to the movies. People like me, I like going to the movies, and hopefully the movie theaters will stick around. But again, I think that's why this promo tour had to go so heavy, because we are looking at movies post-COVID. And it's a whole different world now with people being at home. So again, for you out there, whatever you're getting ready to release, at minimum, give yourself 3 months. And then also just have a budget. You got to put some money towards it. If that's flyers that you need to go hang up around your town, go do that. If that's just pure social media, you're going to be fighting for attention, but make sure that you're posting constantly and consistently over that period. And also find people who support you. If they can share your content, that always helps, because my followers does not look the same as my friends or a person that I work with. All of our social media pages look different because we follow different people. Ask them to share your content, tag people in your post. That also helps. Make sure you're putting it in your stories. My third point is, if you can, hire some public relations support. Again, I told y'all in a previous video that PR is all about communicating a brand. It's about communicating the positivity around that brand and cultivating the right image. So even when we look at PR support for a movie or a book release, you can hire support for that, because they'll help to build and cultivate the relationships that's necessary. Maybe you don't have contacts to journalists. Like I said, with Oprah, it helped because she came from the journalism world. She knows people, and her people knows people. So it helps with Oprah's case because she understands the media world, but maybe you don't have that expertise. So hiring support will go a long way. Even if you can't hire or have the support for, the duration of your promotion, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Even if you can sit down and consult with somebody, get some help, find someone local to you, or you can also reach out to me and we can sit down and do it, or we can do a virtual consultation and we can talk about what your brand needs, and also just get into the opportunities around it. So you can also book a consultation with me. You can go to my website, alexandriajones.com, and let's chat. Let's work together, because I want to see you win, especially for 2024. But I'm going to always say PR support can go a long way. And understand that all of these celebrities that you're watching, they have someone that they're working with, because they cannot do it alone. You cannot promote your brand by yourself. It takes work, especially when you're looking to scale and when you're looking to grow. We need people, and sometimes you need someone who has better relationships and who can cultivate relationships. Maybe you are just so focused into your area and you are an expert at that. Understand that public relations support, a public relations consultant, is an expert in their industry and in their field. If you can, at least book a consultation so you can understand more about PR and your needs. So those are my 3 takeaways. Make a strategy, make a plan, know your budget, and hire support. As always, make sure y'all stay up to date with Stay Dumb. You can listen to the podcast on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all the other streaming platforms. And also be sure to follow Stay Dumb on Facebook and Instagram at We Are Stay Dumb, where you can see more content from me, get some motivation, get some information around PR and branding, and also just connect, leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts or questions that you have, and maybe you'll find the answer in one of these YouTube videos. So if you post a question, maybe I'll respond with a video to help you out. So stay connected with us through Instagram and Facebook. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, listen to the podcast, rate and review it. do all the things because we're going bigger in 2024.